So it's been a while. It's been a while since I did an actual recording of this. I don't know what happened, I just kind of fell out with recording. I think I lost my mojo for a bit. And what I think I was getting too focused, I was getting too overwhelmed, I think, with Dynasty Tactics and Dynasty Warriors 3 and their really, really big ass long things. Like, they're big ass long projects. And I was getting overwhelmed with trying to do them. And to just put out content in general. So I decided I need to just chill out a little bit. Take a little bit of a breather, and then when I come back, I'm just going to chill out. And I've dedicated myself to the plan. The plan is, we're going to be finishing off Ace Combat Squadron Leader. We're going to be doing that for sure. And then once that's done, and everything's done, and I've showed off all the aces, and I've showed off all the planes, and there's nothing really left for me to do in it, then we'll be swapping over to Dynasty Tactics. And what we'll be doing is, we'll be handling a long play in a different way. We'll be doing it in like chunks. So what I'll do is, when we go back to Dynasty Tactics, I'll dedicate myself to doing everything for the Liu Bei story. I'll get all of that done. And then we'll take another break, so that I don't get overwhelmed with Dynasty Tactics, because it's a long ass game. Remember, each episode is an hour long, because it's that long a game, it requires hour-long episodes to get me through it quickly. And then we'll do another Let's Play, or Blind Play, or Replay. I'll probably commit myself to finishing Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2 Replay after Liu Bei's Dynasty Tactics. We'll do that. And then we'll do Wu, another Let's Play, and then we'll do Wei, another Let's Play, and then we'll do Dynasty Warriors 3. And we'll do that as well, and we'll follow the same kind of thing. So that's the plan, and then that's the plan, and we're sticking to the plan. I do not want to take another break from recording like I have done. But that's 2 minutes of me just rambling on, so let's jump back into the game. Do we have a cutscene? Yes, we do.
Captain Anderson, the man who commanded the aircraft carrier Kestrel and kept her afloat through countless battles.
Nah, I'm just a guy who's fought one losing battle after another.
However, since this war began, this ship hadn't taken a single hit from enemy forces.
This ship may be unharmed, but it pains me to see fewer and fewer pilots coming back every time we launch them out on combat sorties. Now the only pilot left is Captain Snow, the squad leader. Nobody wants an aircraft carrier without aircraft. So we're just sitting idle here.
At the end of the last war, I was assigned the mission of dropping a nuclear weapon on a city in my own country. When I refused and went AWOL, it was Captain Bartlett who took me in. His nickname was also Kid back then. He was a strange man. 15 years since the war and he never got promoted once. In my country there was a group called the Gray Men, unlikely to still be around today. To them, I'm a traitor, and for the past 15 years, Bartlett's protected me from them. Speaking of which, you don't think the Gray Men are involved with the disappearance of President Harling, do you?
I've got an intelligence-gathering vessel in my fleet, the Andromeda, that's capable of intercepting all forms of communications. Recently, it picked up a secret message transmitted in Belkan. That, Colonel, is why I called all of you here.
All this intense flying's tough on an old body. From here on out, it's their time to shine. But what'll we do about planes?
We've captured a ship trying to smuggle aircraft from a South Belkan company into Yuktobania. Plenty of planes to choose from.
Oh damn, I'm getting Mass Effect Andromeda flashbacks. And the cinematics in this game are great. Like, they're fantastic. See when you compare them to what they were at the time?
If there aren't any objections, then I'll take command of this air operation.
We're launching the rescue operation for the President of Osea within the Principality of Belka. The communications intelligence ship Andromeda received information that President Harling is being held in Belka. The location is an old castle positioned on the southern edge of the border zone between Belka and North Osea. Sea Goblin, our helicopter squadron, will handle the direct rescue effort. After securing the area, a helicopter will descend on the castle and drop our infiltrating rescue squad. It will station keep in the air while the rescue is taking place on the ground and in the castle. Your mission is to provide air support for the Sea Goblin's rescue operation and destroy any opposing enemy forces. Choose an aircraft for the mission from the Kestrel's carrier jets and prepare to launch.
So we're actually going to the infamous Belka country. And the thing about... I think the thing with missions launched from the Kestrel is... I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right, but we can only launch in aircraft that are specifically designed to be launched from a carrier. So that does limit our options. We can buy the Lightning Hawk, but there's no point really. It's not that great. I don't think I would ever use it. So I don't really know off the top of my head if we can launch any. I know we can launch in the Lightning. Anything that says carrier-based stealth fighter is pretty good. And I'm sure we can, so I'm going to buy an extra Lightning. Just so we have one. And we can get as close to the Raptor as we can. And we will go. What did we do last time? Last time we escaped from Sand Island after being labelled as traitors by the 8492nd Squadron and Captain Hamilton. So today we're going to go rescue the President of Osea, who all this time has been in captive in Belka. So we can launch in the Tomcat. Can launch in, I think that's the Super Hornet. And obviously the Intruder. No Raptor and the Lightning. So I'm going to go up in the Lightning. And I'm going to put Edge in a Lightning as well. Actually, no. Yeah, actually, Edge, you can go Lightning.
Captain.
Swordsman is the pilot who will replace Chopper. So we don't lose a fourth member entirely. He is replaced by Captain Snow. You can go up and... what is that, the Tomcat? I'm pretty sure that's the Tomcat, right? Yeah. I want you two in the Tomcats. 2 Lightnings, 2 Tomcats. Good formation.
War Dog,
Let's go rescue ourselves a president. So it was a little bit confusing when the president, who seemed to be quite peace-loving and trying to negotiate a peace treaty with the Yuktobania, suddenly changed his tune halfway through the war.
4832, confirm, roger.
And this is nice. We actually get to see the launch sequence, which is really cool. It's not often we get to see actual people.
Fighters launch! Flight deck to all flight crews! Hurry up, we've got more coming!
It's nice because the Kestrel's just been kind of sitting here like with nothing to do for a while.
Deck, roger that, sir!
So us coming here really give them something to do. This was a great atmospheric moment from the good old days. See, our other planes are already up.
Catapult 1 raising pressure, 80, 90, we're in the green zone. Check catapults! Raise the barriers!
Let's go! And of course we're not going to skip that. Not after all that. Let's go! The good old Kestrel. And honestly, it's an iconic ship from the Ace Combat series. I think I just have to no, I thought you just had to reach a certain altitude, but maybe it is an altitude. Yeah, I think it's 3,000. I think you need to hit 3,000 feet.
Mission's cancelled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Return to your mission? I've only just bloody started. Oh, Steer Castle in Belka. Good old Harling. I like the direction the game takes in this. And we're working with Sea Goblin again.
Captain Snow, I'll be at your 6 o'clock. It's good to be flying with you, sir.
It's been a long time since I've flown in formation.
Back in the first battle after the war began, Chopper, that is, Captain Davenport, told me you yelled at him for getting in your way.
I remember that, yeah, that happened.
Sir, back then.
Let's go. First target is to clear up all the AA guns in the vicinity so that the Sea Goblin team can land.
So can you take out the air defense batteries for them? Take your time and be thorough. You don't want to leave any...
Oh, don't you worry, we've only got 2 left already.
This is Sea Goblin. Is Captain Nagase there?
Yeah. Your team rescued me from that mountain.
And this is also the same team that helped us rescue Nagase.
Hey, you ever want to transfer here? Let me know.
I love Sea Goblin. Sea Goblin are great. I would, Project Aces, I would love a first-person shooter based on... That would actually be so cool. Like a first-person shooter based on Sea Goblin. And like, oh, that would be... I would buy that in a heartbeat. I know that's not what Ace Combat is about, but it would be a nice little... like, sub-game, like, I don't know, spin-off kind of thing, its own thing. I would love that.
You guys drop first and take up an overwatch position of the area. We'll be meeting...
So,
Make sure you look...
the harbours here next to the castle will continuously spawn gunboats and missile boats, but this mission is really not that hard.
This is heavy from the members of Belka.
There's not a lot to do here, really.
You can almost see the bad vibes circling around that castle.
I wouldn't be surprised after witnessing 7 nuclear explosions.
Yeah, there's really not much for us to do. There's not much enemies, as you can see. Occasionally one will pop out,
Boy, what a dreary place.
but one missile, that's all we need.
Going to a tropical island for a change.
Those are the scars left behind when 7 Belkan towns evaporated. Nothing's moving down there. It's like the Earth itself is dead.
Edge?
The wind's pretty strong.
Am
Don't let our rotors...
I seeing that right?
Alright, guys.
Edge, why are you like all the way down there?
Hey, we got a line back here.
Why were you like skimming the surface?
Get going before I start...
Are you just trying to show off for YouTube? You're trying to show off for YouTube, aren't you? Alright, I'm gonna put these guys to attack.
Is mobilizing reinforcements. Right.
Here we go.
Intercept the reinforcements and keep them from getting...
So a couple of reinforcements will turn up, but it's nothing major.
Enemy tanks also emerging from the castle. Should we split up?
Yeah, go for it.
Roger. Dispersing to...
Remember, tanks require 2 missiles,
This is Kublai. Proceed with infiltration.
whereas SAMs and AA guns will only require 1. So always remember to double tap on the tanks.
Castle.
The stone structures inside this castle are quite impressive.
I wasn't sure whether that was going to hit or not because I was just about to go underneath the bridge, but we made it.
The road's blocked by burning vehicles.
Swordsman, Fox 2. SO hit. Enemy tank destroyed.
These guys really have no chance right now.
We're getting an unfriendly welcome from outside the castle, too. Rosgreaves, can you show them some of the same? Thanks. Teach them that it's only polite.
And I really like that we are actually getting referred to as Razgrees now. Like, people are just like, yep, that's the Razgrees Squadron.
The enemy's probably detected them by now.
Right, so the number of enemies are increasing, but still nothing that we really should even worry about.
Enemy in the castle. They've got armored troops, too.
Try and strafe these guys.
Climb!
This is a really easy mission.
Got multiple hits on my radar. Enemy aircraft inbound.
And we've got aircraft, but again, nothing bad.
I'm telling you, they got their own fighter jets too.
That's affirmative. They're
Just focus on the ground targets. I think the tanks are the worst part, because they're the ones that actually put Sea Goblin in danger.
Hey, fighter jets? Where are they hiding those?
It's okay, we're fine.
Hey, time for you guys to step in.
Yeah, we've got lots of bogies now.
Where did you bastards fly over?
What's that, an SU-47? That's not bad.
We got glass falling from the ceiling! Damn it! Is the president still safe?
The enemy planes are all heading for the helicopter.
Alright.
Captain shot one down.
All heading for the helicopter, you say? Well, not for long.
You can't stay down forever.
Watch your surroundings. Keep an eye on your blind.
I'm getting spiked from a couple of these SAMs. Nothing too bad.
Requesting support.
Roger, I'm on it.
Here we go, done and dusted.
By the way, our helicopter's okay, right?
Yeah.
Keep that thing safe until we get back with the president. That's his limousine.
Right, all enemy fighters shot down. That was not bad.
Sure, we can pick them up the moment we get the signal.
At this close range, we do better using spears instead of guns.
Jeez, a gunfight with just a banquet table between us.
Yeah, I missed on that.
They didn't prepare any.
And that. These walls are really providing them some good cover, but nothing too bad.
Enemy tank destroyed.
Look out! We're being attacked through the skyline.
We have to lure them over here. We can't let them go.
So the tanks will actually continuously spawn from inside the castle.
Today, let's show them what we've got.
Quiet. Enemies just around the corner. Be careful. Your bullets will ricochet off the wall.
And it's just basically an endless waving spawn for now, for a while. And you just kind of have to survive. It's not a great mission, to be fair. It's more of a story mission than anything else. More SU-47s.
Fine, I got this area covered. I just looked that enemy pilot in the eye. Very nice, Captain Snow.
Well, I can't let you folks have them.
Did that guy evade me, seriously?
If we don't defeat the enemy, our forces inside the castle will be in danger.
Nagase, I know. Don't you worry.
Shoot down the enemy fighters. Lure them up to higher altitude. 6, Fox 2. Drossel 3, enemy plane at your 6 o'clock. Right.
This must be Drossel 3 then.
Oh no, they're targeting the helicopter.
It's coming this way. Come on, help us.
Hey, over here. We're your targets, not that helicopter.
Fox 2.
That took a lot longer than it should have, really.
Amazing as always, Captain.
Right, I need you people to attack.
Roger. Concentrating fire towards your 12.
Oh, that's not working. They weren't targeting it for some reason. But yeah, these
All right, I got the.
planes are getting a little bit too close for comfort towards the helicopter, so let's just make sure that they buzz off.
They're gonna get away.
I am slightly rusty. It's been a while.
Damn it. We can't provide any cover for them from here.
Enemy fighters acquired. Moving to intercept.
Is that another bat? Oh no, it's just the ones we have already.
We've broken into the command post. This is the enemy's nerve center.
There we go. Berkets are down.
Whatever you do, don't shoot.
Oh, that's a lot.
We can't protect this area any longer.
That was like 7 tanks that had creeped up there.
Enemy's gonna start using desperate measures soon.
Hillary, carry out Cook. You gotta do it. Don't wait for now.
We can't blow this wall with the explosives we brought with us.
This is Sea Goblin. We run into enemy fire from multiple positions.
Right, everything's good now.
Down over here. Break down part of the wall for us.
And this is the part of the mission where you need to, well, basically blow open the wall.
Where's the president?
I think we can do this before the enemy fighters get here.
We're going to destroy the wall and get
Well, if the target would actually show up.
the area to be destroyed is displayed on your HUD. Aim carefully.
Right, do we deal with these Berkets first? I think we do.
Garrison's been hit. Get him back to the rear.
No point in busting them out if Berkets then shoot down the escape helicopter.
been lined up against the wall for our own execution. Hey, did you tear that wall down yet? Even if they take you down, keep pulling that trigger!
Sea Goblin is badass, man. They're a badass squad. I would totally play a game based on them.
Hurry up, we're not gonna last much longer.
Target hit.
The captain shot one down!
Right, let's bust the wall down.
Damn it! Our helicopter's waiting for us just outside this wall.
Destroy that wall for us.
Hurry! That almost fell on top of me. We can get out through that hole. Run! The president has escaped.
Oh, Widows! They are new. I don't think we've seen them before. The Widows, I think they're a Chinese aircraft. The YF-23As. They're not that bad. They are stealth though, so you gotta watch out for that.
Keep a close eye on your missile reserve.
Yeah, my missiles are down to 6. That's fine. Still got 500 bullets. Do you guys remember Jalachi Desert when we were down to no bullets and no missiles? That was rough. I'm gonna tell them to attack.
Copy that.
A couple more Widows, I imagine.
Come on, get us out of here in one piece.
Yeah, that was never gonna hit. I don't know why I did that.
Blaze's missile failed to guide on the target.
Thanks, Nagase. Thanks for shouting that out over the comm. For everyone to hear.
Almost 20 feet apart from each other. We've got to keep this line.
20 feet apart. They're practicing social distancing, even in Ace Combat.
With them. Get the wounded on board first. Don't worry about us. Just take care of the president.
One missile left.
The president's strapped in. We didn't
I think we're pretty much done though. I think we managed it.
leave the area. The enemy's gonna be here any moment.
I forgot I had long
Getting away.
range anti-ship missiles.
The escorts are in the way. We have the president in our sights. Do something.
Where did you guys come from?
We'll take on the enemy.
A couple more Widows snuck up on us, I think.
In the air. We're counting on you. Is that you? The lady with a pretty voice. Are you there too?
What the sky's swarming with enemy planes.
They're not. There's two. There's frickin' two of them. And I don't know who it was, but somebody totally just nearly crashed into me.
Seats too, right? Just a little bit more. We're almost through.
I don't like the cockpit view for the Lightning, though, I've got to say.
Oh, I'm fine. Let me take a look at that.
Nah, miss. Thanks, one of my guys got it.
Care of him first.
Come on, get there!
There's Sea Goblin. President Harling's on board. Rescue operation successful by the looks of it.
We managed to make it out of there. Mission accomplished.
Success.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your efforts. By the way, your voice sounds familiar. Are you... I thought so. Looks like I owe you another one.
I'm keeping count, by the way. I'm keeping count.
Blaze, begin carrier landing checks. You are cleared to land.
Carrier landing checks are... They are a little bit more trickier, but because you have to base off the lights and stuff like that, but... They're pretty much the same. But you do need to make sure that your speed is low before you touch down.
Three miles to touchdown.
I wish there was a little bit more lighting.
Slow down. You're on the money. 1 mile to touchdown.
There we go. Oh, I got a perfect landing and everything. Brilliant.
Your next sortie.
I didn't feel perfect, but I guess it was. Should be a cutscene here, I believe, if my memory's after this.
Mission accomplished.
S-rank, baby.
President Harling was safely retrieved. The president is showing some signs of fatigue, but in general his condition is good.
That's it. That's all they have to say. But I do think there's a cutscene here, so...
when we got word of the President's return and ran up to the bridge. He was smiling and chatting with Pops and Captain Anderson. Apparently, he spent his days confined in the old castle, looking at the 7 Ground Zero craters right out his window, which served as the border between the two countries of North and South Belka. In the end, the Osean army couldn't take the Yuktobanian capital, and the war began to bog down. For Belka, who challenged the world to battle, but were crushed by the twin powers of Osea and Yuktobania, there could be no sweeter revenge. They had created the hatred between the two countries, hoping that the war would eventually exhaust them both. The military officials on both sides were playing right into their hands. The intelligence vessel continued to intercept the Yuktobanian army's communications. One message from Air Force Traffic Control contained a string of mysterious numbers. Latitude, longitude, a date and time, and one more set of numbers. The President had the answer.
Well, how about that? These are the numbers of votes I won in my presidential elections. Huh, this is from the first time I won, and here's the number from the election 2 years ago. This message was meant for me.
The coordinates marked a location within North Belkan territory. The date was tomorrow. The squadron from Sand Island became the President's personal air fleet, even as the official reports continued to state that they were shot down and killed. This was the new emblem.
How cool was that? We are now officially Razgrees rather than War Dog. And also, how crappy our Ocean military that we basically destroyed Yuktobania when we were with the military. Like, remember Jalachi Desert destroying their main force? And they couldn't take the Yuktobanian. They suck without us. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for this one. So I will see you guys next time for more stuff and fun. I think you're going to like the next one. I really do.